Good morning, T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So overnight, as you know, we've turned down a little bit, which I'm so happy to see. You guys will laugh at me, but I don't care. I had a $50 trade that I opened, and if you're copy trading me, please, you copy trade like me so that you can do the small amounts. Don't up it by 10 times. If you're going to follow me, you have to follow it exactly. I opened a $50 trade yesterday that I'm still in because I told you I'm not looking to do anything other than if it turns out a peace offering so that the market can come down. I'm more than happy to give a peace offering. This morning when I woke up, my XRP position was down, what, 65% on my 50 bucks. Like I said, if I was betting thousands of dollars, there's no way I would have done this. If I was betting hundreds of dollars, there's still no way I would have done this. But betting $50, I had afforded the position. So when I woke up this morning, it was down almost 70%. I opened up $25 more. And then when it went down to 36.80 roughly, 36.84, I opened up $8 more. So now we have a liquidity price of $83 in this position, and our liquidation price is at $35.23. Now I'm not holding it all the way to $35.23 because I'm not going to take full liquidation, but if I got to cost myself 75, let's see, you know, 50, 55, 60 bucks, that's fine. But what I am looking to run into is a right shoulder here. Trying to teach myself the good habits again of not selling out when you're down and trying to merge the position back together as you get the up and down volatility. So I encourage everybody, join me on BITGET if you want to trade like I do. Teach yourself how to get reacclimated into the market. Right now, even though I did this extra $33, I want it to go down. I hope these end up being peace offerings and this comes right down and crashes. I will be the happiest person ever to lose this. Well, I'm not going to ride it all the way down to my liquidation price at 35.2. But if it breaks like 36, like I've got all the way down to 35.2. So unless it breaks this ascending triangle pattern, I'm probably just going to hold it. And then if, at worst, I could probably sell it out as it rides this pattern in between. So I'm just waiting for the market to come down, guys. Waiting for the market to come down. I can't wait for it to come down. I can't wait for it to get into my liquidity zone so that I can start buying even more XRP. I bought 1,222 at 29.8. My next stop is around 18, 19 cents. So it's got a little bit of a drop it's got to take before I can add. But at the same time, you know, I built up a portfolio of over $5,000 here on BITGET. And it was at like 5,250. Well, after this trade, I might be at 5,175. You know, if I do lose 75 bucks or whatever it ends up being. If this continues down and these little small additions in the position don't pan out. But overall, guys, I don't even suggest anybody leverage trade. Unless you're trying to learn the market, unless you're trying to get used to a faster pace. I would just sit back, relax. And what we're waiting for this morning, hopefully, is that this breaks down this. Because it's still on a bull flag. This is the problem. It needs to break this underneath support. Otherwise, this is another bullshit retest. And it's going to shoot us back up. And then it's going to liquidate a bunch of longs again. Or shorts. I prefer to have to sell out of my position when it gets down and breaks this at 36.65 area. I'd probably sell it at 36. After it breaks, I'd give it a little bit of a room. Like I said, it's a total of $83 in this bet on 3 different bets to add to it. So it's one of those things. Even if I lose 60, 70, well, now that I added to it, it's not down as much. But I still, I want this market to break. In the comments, let me know. Do you think this market's finally going to break, or do you think we have another pump up when the market opens in New York and at 9 o'clock? Do you think it's going to pull us right back up to like a drop point retest? And a drop point retest, you have 2 scenarios here, or 3. 37.23, 37.42, or we actually come back up to this 38.04, which is highly possible. But I hope we reverse course. I hope we take it down, but I'm cautiously aware that the market manipulators always try to trap more and more people. Like I said, if I end up turning into a peace offering of 60 bucks or whatever it is, good. Because I want this bearish cross to finish. So, at some point, you would imagine although if we try to use this as a double top, maybe we could get out of here, and then this is slightly off, but maybe this uptrending support can actually take us down. Everybody asked me if we're retracing or coming down. We won't know until we break these lines. We've got to break this uptrend right here that we're pretty much right at. And then we'd have to take out 22,700 and 22,500. Get back. There's so many things, but I would like to think we're coming down. But the first things first, we got to break down this busted ascending triangle that we broke out of. Well, this is the uptrend on USD, on Bitcoin, on the USD, but we've got to break this uptrend. First things first. If we take down this uptrend, that would do a lot of work for us. It would absolutely, it would help a lot. If Bitcoin could take this down, and what is that? 23,000. We hit it once right here at 181. We're trying to take this out at 23,213. It makes me, I fear though that a lot of people are going to go short here after this big drop, even though it wasn't like you know, and relative, you know, it's relative. But I hope we break this. This is what we need to break. We need to break 23,217 and ultimately 22,988 so we can continue this journey down. Anything other than that, we're going to have a retest here again today, which I don't want. I'd rather just cut my losses. But I could see it going up here now, and that's what sucks, because we didn't break this pattern down. We need to break this uptrend. Like, we just need to break the gosh darn uptrend. But we just can't do it. Every time we come down here, we end up bouncing back. Look at this. Every single time we come to this uptrend, we end up making newer highs. I hope that's not the case now. Because if that's the case, we'd be hunting like 26,000 probably if we make new highs. I don't want that. Sure, I could make $100 or $200. I don't want it. I need it to go down for psychological purposes. I want it to go down. I don't want to dick around like this anymore. I want to get back to when we're farther down so we can continue to build our bags, and then we end up in a long hold position. This does no good for anybody right now. So XRP Future Millionaire, let me know in the comments what you think. XLM came through that uptrend we talked about yesterday, and now we've got a support line at 11.2. And really the only other spot that I could see us coming to is if we extended this way back and dragged it out like this and went to the long scale uptrend. Maybe we're coming to do something more like that, and XLM's almost to its target at 11.91 then. But that's the only way that I could see us coming to an uptrend area. Bitcoin is already halfway through a bearish cross, so I want this just to break this fucking uptrend. One thing I could see Bitcoin doing is coming back up and testing this area at 23,634 to confirm this breakdown. And if we got a confirmation there, oh man, it would be great. If we get a confirmation on the breakdown up here at 23,000, even here at 622 and get rejected by the 20-day, that would be fantastic. If we could come through here, it'd be even better. If this just pulls down and straight shoots us down to 22,988 and breaks that, oh baby. Oh baby, do we have something going this morning if that's the case. You know it's bad when you're considering yourself as a peace offering to get the market to go down. But XRP Future Millionaire, hit that motherfucking like button. I'll be back shortly. As you know, XLM, we showed DGB popped off for 60%. That's not a joke. It was down here at 748. Or, not 748. Sorry. Down here at 2,230 hours last night. We came up 47.2%. So is this done, or did we just come down to the 20-day and back test? We had very little volume spike or falling off. So we're about to find out if that was one quick wick or if we got something going here. Because if something's going, you would see something hinting at it in the rest of the market. If not, it's going to come down with the rest of the market, as it's already come down better than 38%. XRP Future Millionaire. Understand the strategies I'm using. Understand when I take gambles, it's a $50 gamble and it ends up being an $80-something trade. Most people are opening trades at 500, 1,000, 5,000 when they're leveraging. Not XRP Future Millionaire. So if you want to trade like me, sure, you might lose $50 or $75 in some of these trades, but it's much better than losing thousands of dollars at a time, and you're understanding market structure, and when you can pile in, and then hopefully where you understand the grand scheme to get out. Because for me, I put in $83 or whatever it is, but at the end of this, even if it all goes to shit, it'll end up being, it'll be about $50 of that 83, but I'll go out on my terms. I don't want to get liquidated. Just psychologically. But at the same time, I'm going to give it every opportunity to work, and if it wants to come down and take me out, by all fucking means, market, please. We beg of you, and we're even offering you peace offerings now. Very small ones, but eat our lunch and come on down.